guys, so following on the previous video about developing Hypnotic Techno track, I want to update you and show you the final product, the track I've created and finished. It hasn't took me that much. We're gonna listen to the whole of it and then I will talk you through layer by layer and the whole arrangement. All right, there we go. Let me know in the comments if you like it or not. I think it's not bad. It's not maybe the best track ever or something like that, but taking into account that I was making it, I don't know, like 3 hours and I had it finished, I think it's pretty decent. So okay, low end. We had those 2 layers, maybe that's a bit too much of the reverb. Those 2 layers of kick. And then we have this bass line, which I was showing you. What I've did, I've added a bit of amp to the bass. Then we have this drum bass, and again, no, I don't have any drum bass on it, so yeah, that's the low end. That's pretty simple, but I think that groove works. And then we have this guy. It's pretty much the same all the time with a bit of a shifter on it, so it kind of like drifts and moves in with its pitch, and that gives that nice. And we have this splash. And when we add percussion, this is our main hat, and then we have this layer. And I kind of kept it. I didn't use the recording I was showing you in the video. I kind of kept it with the Valhalla Supermassive being on, because I like the texture that this gives. Yeah, basically from the start we have a lot of textures. One coming from here, which is channel via crackle, it's just via crackle. And then we have this guy. I think there's 2 of them together with that. I think that works and gives that nice cushion, and I like that how full this track sounds with that textures. And of course, I have this recording I was showing you. I just recorded myself playing with the sequencer, and this is the recording. Maybe it's a bit hectic like here, but I don't mind. I don't want it to be perfect, and yeah, perfect just kills the good and being done. So it's done. It's done. It doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, for the hats, this is our basic scene of those elements playing together, and then I just added 2 layers of hats, and then we have a little break over here. Hear that close hats comes in. There is a lot of automation on the attack. That's why when the attack comes down, it's like it has an extra accent on it. We have those extra claps, and what I've tried to create was to create this question and answer pattern between those splashes and extra hats here, like this is, yeah, with some ghost notes. So this is actually, there is a reverb, reverse, this one goes reverse with a bit of echo. Then we had like a splash of it, then again an echo, and yeah, so it works really well in my opinion in the whole like that one especially. It creates nice groove. Okay, so at this point the drums just playing because we have a lot of stuff going on in the melody. So there is a lot of variation in the melody. The notes comes in, comes out, they change its pitch. So we really don't have to do that much within other layers because this layer keeps attention of the listener. But then I have an extra like a texture thing, which you can get from my 38 HTTP racks. Yeah, so like there is something going on, but not in the drums, not in the melody, but in that high texture. And then we go to Next section with those chords, but as you can see, it's not fully like on the phrase. It's kind of like starts 2 bars before the phrase finishes. And I think that gives that nice surprise that we have the change before the phrase finishes. And I just cut this whole piece and copy, just to like introduce this pattern and give a bit of like a runway. Still we hear the whole thing going on. And then we have, this is the first variation, first pattern, and then on the second variation, in the second half, we have extra notes playing C sharp C, as we can hear. And then I added a bit of variation over here, those 2 notes coming in a bit higher. So it's like an extra push, which we could actually maybe a double over here as well. So this could be our 3. And yeah, usually when you have stuff, like try to add a bit of variation, that always helps. And I think adding a bit of like a decimord adds that grit without it. Yeah, I love it. Decimord is my go-to for that kind of like gritty stuff. And I think it gives that nice contrast to the melody. And I like how I have like the melody is sparse, there's like less notes. So it kind of like create cool dialogue. And the whole sequence, as far as I can remember, was, let's open it. Yeah, was 14 to 16. So there's a little bit of polymetry going on, which we could hear. It's constantly evolving. Now we have those extra notes. And then when we come back to our open hat, so to add a bit of energy, and then we introduce new elements, which is this guy, which will be, yeah, over here, also recorded from 38 rack pack or rack instrument, HTP drone. And then I'm just raising energy once again, adding extra layer. And there's like extra hot splash. So then we go. The melody goes crazy. And we enter the breakdown, as you can see on the last circle, or on the last fourth, I took out all that kind of variation to just leave and maybe cool down the energy of those chords. I've also automated them so they're like kind of like hide it themselves. So there is more room for melody and more room for that sound, which kind of perfectly works on this setup, adding, building nice tension to the release. And then I wanted to have a climax, so I've added an extra ride just to play offbeat. Yeah, it's pretty raw, but I like the rawness. And then on the second bit, I just played a second ride, I guess. There are like 2 samples, and one of them is playing like F, is tuned to F, and second one is tuned to C. So there's like a, like we can hear that. Nothing changed, just the ride went up in the pitch, and that gives that extra push in energy, which I think in this context worked really well. And then on the melody, I remember playing with the melody and I cranked up the time, so there are longer notes like da da, they're like really long, which gives that impression that there is a lot of tension, a lot of energy going on, and with those rides, this works really well in my opinion. So there is no chords, but extra plus. And we just cool off a bit. Melody still go on. Blah blah blah. We go. There is a little bit of variation also on the bass over here. So on that bass was playing CCC and I added a bit of variation on the bass. So there's like a bit of change here and here as well. And then I took a bit of from the melody from the start just to have something that is cooler. Because if I didn't have that, there's still a lot of melody going on which I didn't like. I thought I'm gonna just grab something from the start and maybe mix it a bit with the end. That's how I did it. So yeah, that was it pretty much. Then a bit of processing on the master channel, which at this point I think I've dropped something. So there is only a Riemann Techno mastering rack, which you can grab for free from Riemann website, which I highly recommend. I played this track in the club, it worked well, I'm happy about it. So that's it. That's my philosophy, making tracks fast, capturing the vibe, capturing the groove and moving on. If you like that video, make sure you check out the previous video where I showed you how to develop that track, and the first video, which will be then on my right side, your left side, how to develop fast-paced techno hypnotic groove. Till the next time, bye.